Looking at that, I think I'm almost here at another street fair. Usually there's a Folsom Street Fest or something. It's like the hippification, definitely. Definitely, the spirit, which is a positive thing. And it's like an outing, and people get together and have a good time. That they're united through a common goal. And that's always very, seductive, very powerful. But the message, the meaning really gets lost. Because we're just fighting against something, an invisible enemy we're fighting against. Or rather an enemy that we cannot fight against, that we cannot win the war on this level. Because ultimately the enemy is us. Those who govern us and those who corrupt us and corrupt our spirits, we have created those. We have put those in power. And so by focusing on the problem, we're not going to create a solution. Because the solution is, it's an individual one, it's a personal one. It's not by creating change in the world outside of us so we'll have justice for all, which is impossible. History as we know it has proven that. People just don't get along. They will not be governed, And again, those who govern, those in power, always abuse their power. They always abuse their power, So, and so, but yeah, as a movement, I think this is very, very cool. Again, it reminds me definitely of the 60s all over again. And it was basically the same then, basically all these peace demonstrations against the Vietnam War and the government and the corruption and the police brutality. So what has really changed? Has anything changed? And again, the question is what can change? Something worth thinking about. Subculture has evolved. There you go. Again, we're promoting here Join the Evolution. This is where the revolution begins. And all these movements which go against these revolutions, they always create more suffering and more injustice. And even if they result, which sometimes throughout human history, revolutions have resulted in one system, many times actually it has resulted in one system being replaced by another. The government was overthrown by the people. But then the new system that came in place was many times more corrupt than the one it replaced. Again, throughout human history, this movement has existed. These movements have existed. But nothing really much has changed. And so it's time to move beyond that and give birth to a new consciousness, give birth to a new self. A new world, a new world order, a natural world order that is about getting in touch with our true nature, beyond the conditioning, beyond the production, consumption, which is, we all have been conditioned this way and we all serve this consciousness, which throughout human history the masses have been enslaved. Nothing really has changed there. And the masses are speaking up. I just wish that the masses learn that the answer is not to be found to occupy anything or going against anything or fighting against anything. And it's time to make peace. It's time to make peace.